a fraying brush resting in his wrinkled hands, dripping with paint made from melted gems. To the whiskey dancers on his breath, he lifted his frosted chin and said, God help us, art is dead. It was there through the numbing fog of the night, the city's once bright outline gasping for sight, past the gasoline-stained footprints out of pace, of a man with a cigarette that would save his life, that the trees began to whisper. Looking up the road he would never have guessed, a walk through a city of sin would leave him blessed. For when you don't have even the water to turn to wine, you can never dream of quenching your thirst with poison. Oh, the trees began to whisper. With the promise that for a garden of life once stood, a rotting forest now strangles the land, the roots drawing nutrients from nightmares, following dreams of adventures he chased an unseen man, for the trees began to whisper. Too deep in the graying trees to turn back around, looking for help in the ground amidst the weeds he found, confidence to protect him from the tasks to come, for among the trees shadows of rotten men did surround. The trees began to whisper and weep. It was one desperate man with an arson's tongue, who lit the path with words of songs of fear unsung, through drunken pleas as he begged for fire and lung disease, for in return he would grant him a path of freedom. The trees drew their eyes. Past a market of traders who prayed to false idols of greed, he found the city's bright outline whispering thanks to the trees. The blinding light of freedom left him with insight on darkness. He promised the fading forest he would plant a seed. The trees watched in silence. Down the same road that made him a martyr instead, he walked till a woman asked him for change and said, disciples are traders with words instead of trinkets. And with that she gave him 3 plastic bags of bread. Far away the trees began to whisper. An unfamiliar sense of glory now guiding his feet, biblical bread at his waist and pride trapped in his teeth. He knew the path to home was paved in judgment, so he broke bread with the men of the streets. Oh, how the trees began to whisper. His journey ahead now a simple walk home, no vacant streets left for his tradesmen to roam. He flicked his cigarette, bit his bread, and whispered thanks. Even he knew he certainly didn't travel alone. The trees began to whisper.